hopefully home sweet home for the night. Hey folks, welcome to Nova Scotia Yak Fisher Outdoors. I'm Gary. Today, as you can see, I'm setting up the hot tent, putting a layer of spruce boughs in. I'm out camping on Crown land. There's a couple kilometer hike to get in here. Set a couple snares on my way in. May set a few more before the day's out. And if I can get this done and set up and get some wood prep done for the night, there's a little lake that's got quite a few fish in it, about 150-yard walk or so from my site here. So I'm hoping to get some ice fishing in. So stay with me. Should be a good night. Beautiful weather out here in January. And I got a lot of work to do. So stay tuned. That should do. Well, I got the camp set up behind me there, and I'm a little behind schedule, but I'm gonna take a little hike to one of the two lakes that I have, one on one side of me about 150 yards and the other one on the other side about 150 yards. So I'm gonna try to get in for a little last minute fish. Sun's starting to get low. So anyway, we'll get in there and see if we can catch a fish. While I was collecting wood, seen some rabbit trails, so set a couple snares. Not real hopeful, but who knows. Anyway, I'm gonna get my butt in here and then we'll get you set up and bring it back. Okay, so got 3 holes I think done. Probably do a few more, but in Nova Scotia you're only allowed to fish with 1 line at a time. So I'm just going to bounce between spots and jig here and there and keep moving around and see if we can pick up a fish before dark. Stay tuned. Awesome out here. All we need is fish. So I started on the other hole over there. I didn't have the GoPro on. Within 15 seconds I had a fish on. Started taking drag and lost it. So no go there. Really encouraging though. Going all over the place is the way to go. A couple minutes each hole and keep going back. So, as luck would have it, I packed everything up, was going to leave, and decided to leave my stuff and walk out with the rod down to the point where I had a bite earlier. And within 2 minutes, had 2 pickerel in. So, we have success that way. Didn't get them on film, unfortunately. But at least we got 2 fish, so... Anyway, the sun is pretty well behind the trees, and it's time for me to get my butt back to the tent and maybe get a little fire going. So, should have brought something to do up fish, but I think those will be for a snack for tomorrow. Once I get home. No last minute heroics here. All right, so we're headed back. The sun is behind the trees, although I can still see it peeking through back there. And you got to get back, get a fire started, get it a little warmed up. Got one hand's a little cold, but other than that, we're all right. And hopefully we got enough wood for the night. So we'll get that thing fired up and get going. Been a pretty good day. Hey folks, got the fire going, just melting some snow for supper and for coffee. Just sitting back for the night. It's one of the things about winter camping is it's long nights, so you have to be prepared to entertain yourself. So we're getting the fire going good, and snow's starting to melt. So we're gonna move on to coffee and supper. We're gonna try this Wise Company pasta and Alfredo. I bought it nearly a year ago and haven't tried it yet, so gonna heat up some water and make that for tonight and see how that turns out. So I'll know for next time. So that's what's on the agenda for the next little while as I hang out here and keep the fire stogged. So we'll bring you back when it's supper time, I guess, and show you how you make out with that pasta and Alfredo. So my Alfredo's done, and absolutely loving it so far. 640 calories for a full pack, and 320 for a half pack. I don't know why anyone would eat half. It'll be a good sized meal for me. Coffee's done, so I'm sitting back by the fire. I'm gonna put some podcasts on and enjoy my supper and my coffee, and just lay by the fire. So unless something interesting comes up, I'll see you back in the morning, and we'll be packing up and checking our snares. Depending on when we get going, we might stop for a fish. But anyway, we'll see you in the morning. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy some supper. May have used a tad bit too much water, but I'm not complaining. Delicious. That's not half bad either. Good morning, folks. It's about 7:30 a.m. Had a good night last night. Let the fire go out around midnight and stayed nice and cozy in my One Tiger's sleeping bag through the night. I think it got down to around -10 outside. There's quite a frost line on the outside of the tent. Anyway, I woke up and fired the fire back up. Had some oatmeal and some coffee. And it's about time I get started with my day. So I'm going to get dressed, head out and check the nearby snares while the fire burns out and the stove cools off. Come back and pack her up, and then we'll go from there. Oh, where to start? Crispy out here. rabbits were running through here last night. Little buggers. Okay, got a snare missing. All right. First I thought something might have got my rabbit, but it turned out he went down in here. So there's my little funny bunny. Okay, so there's my second snare. I had 2 snares set up near camp. Did 1 for 2, because there's the rabbit from the other one. So that ain't bad. I have another couple snares on the hike out, but overall, definitely a success this morning. Hey folks, I'm most of the way out, and as you can see, it's starting to snow a little earlier than expected, but it's absolutely gorgeous out here, so I'm having a great morning. I'm not too far from the Jeep now, so I'm gonna call her quits for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I might have inspired someone to go out and try some winter camping, even some solo winter camping. Especially with a hot tent. I had a great night, had a great time, caught a few fish, got a rabbit in a snare right next to camp. So all in all, definitely a success in my books. So anyway, I'm Gary from Nova Scotia Yak Fisher Outdoors. We'll see you next time. Get out there and enjoy the winter. Take care. Bye-bye.